G'day fellas and welcome to a casted game. This is game number 2 between MarineLord, who spawns on the west side of the map, and his opponent, who spawns on the south side of the map. We've got Wham01. Now, this game is part of Golden League. These two players currently in the lower bracket. It is elimination for the loser of this series. So MarineLord obviously up 1-0 at this point in time. He is on match point. If he wins this game, then he goes through to the next round. However, Wham01, if he is able to bring back a victory here, then it's going to mean that he needs to pull out a second one as well in the next game. Now, home map is going to be Lipany, so an interesting spawn has happened. We've got a relatively flat map. The only exception to that is a little bit of cliff faces down towards this position on the south. That is about it. Now, one of the things that I could also do for you guys, and I know this might be a little bit crazy, I could actually, should I flip these guys? I'm kind of tempted to flip these guys. Check this out. So for anybody unfamiliar with what I'm doing right now, I'm actually taking from Lidicor's stream that he is doing. I'm going to take this. What if I do this? And I put that there. Is that a bit easier to read? Because you've got Wham, who's on the right side, and you've got MarineLord, who's on the left side, right? Like, it just makes sense for these guys to be like that. Now, obviously, I gotta move that one over. Oh, God, I don't want to destroy all of you guys and your obsessive and compulsive disorder. Hey, I'm right there with you. So apologies on that, but now we got ourselves a little bit of an old-fashioned deer hunting going down. But Wham gonna be down here collecting up his 2 deers. Gonna need to chase those wolves back. I suspect he will. But keep in mind those wolves, they're gonna be following that scout all the way back to the town center. Ideally, I probably would have just followed those. You can always come back and grab these later, but he ignores them. He leaves them. So MarineLord at the moment, obviously playing the Rus. He's going to be very happy to be able to pull back all of these Gaia. Keep in mind the Rus as they do play. Ooh, nice little find right here. Oh my God, he's got to be careful. He might drop off his wolves here. He drops off one. Second one does come through. I think he's going to realize he's going to come back out. He actually finds the 3 wolves here. So very nice little pickup. Does he remember? Yes, he does. He's going to be absolutely swimming in gold at this point in time. So managing to find 3 wolves there. Also got the sheep back in the base as well. MarineLord looking very, very strong in this best of 3. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited by this best of 3 just because of the beautiful overlay that we've got. So this is obviously worked on by Overlay Guy. For anybody unfamiliar with him, he did the overlay at N4C. He's also done the overlay for Golden League, and that is essentially it. So I'm actually able to cast and do all of this. I'm not actually running the overlay. I'm just taking it from stream. I would love to have all of the little UI elements as well, like the upgrades and stuff like that, but in reality it's just too hard to do because if the upgrades look, it's complex, let's just say that much. But I mean, we got these guys all worked out at this point. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Economic win going to be coming up now for Wham. No real harassment coming in at this stage. Now, obviously, MarineLord is very capable of doing that harassment. He's got 3 scouts out already, yet all of his attention has really been on his own side of the map. He's up to 295 bounty. Going to be going for the Golden Gate. Has opened up with the hunting cabin and going into survival techniques. I think we have got ourselves a new potential build order coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, I am incredibly excited to see this. I suspect we are going to see a fast boar with survival techniques getting thrown in. So whether it's this boar out here, whether it's this boar on the edge of the map, he spots out both of these boars. So let's see how he looks to play it, because this is an interesting and evolving matchup. Now, there they go. There they go, ladies and gentlemen. The villagers begin to move across the map. And, I mean, if Wham was smart, he would come out to this boar and he would actually try and lure it away from the villagers. Like, just come and just attack the boar right now and then just move it out over here. Oh, he does it! Oh, but the scout actually spotted it beforehand. Villager's going to be able to move into melee distance, managed to take out that boar. You can see the boar down to about half health. The scout going to be falling back. Scout's going to be careful. He's down to 10 health at this point in time. Very, very cheeky there from Wham. I did like that potential that I saw. So now going to be dropping down that hunting cabin. MarineLord reaches the second age. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the new Rus meta, and it is so damn beautiful to witness. So this has sort of been theorized as a counter strategy to the fast second town center coming out from the Abbasid dynasty. So Abbasid dynasty, obviously a very potent civilization. We do see the wheelbarrow as well as the fresh food stuff's going to be coming through here. Now archery range getting dropped down as well as a barrack. So he's going for a bit of an infantry-based composition. But one of the things to note is that Abbasid dynasty don't do very well against the Rus because of the Rus's capacity to gather wood. So one of the big things about the Rus is that they have these bonuses from their wooden fortresses that give them an extra 20% wood, and then on top of that they get their double broadaxe, which is their first tier of wood chopping. You can see he's actually now putting that down, and that's going to send his wood gathering into overdrive because it's giving him an extra 20% on top of an upgrade that's already really big at 15%. So it's not like he's adding 15% and 20% for 35%. He's taking 15% and he's actually multiplying it. So really smart move coming out from him. We'll see exactly how he looks to play. Going to be going just with a basic stable at this point, so not opening up with any archery ranges at this point in time. Gold vein going to be taken here with the mining camp. 4 villagers moving out. Scout does spot that, and now you can hear those scouts calling out across the map as well. We'll check in with Wham. We'll see how he's doing. Units beginning to move out across the map 2 by 2 it seems. Now Wham yet to scout out this position again. Obviously knows that the Boar has been taken, but the wooden fortress coming down on it so quickly is going to mean the Marine Lord is very safe in this position. But Wham now back at base. You can see he's really starting to add in all of those units. Really like focusing on it, not even thinking about stone at this point. Still got 1 villager on gold. Probably going to be looking to get that upgrade in, the hardened upgrade. You can see he's on his way to 75 gold very shortly. But now Scout's going to be falling back probably towards that wooden fortress. We'll see how they look to play it, but could definitely try and take the higher ground, but he's going to have a tough time. I suspect that we are going to be seeing, indeed we are, arrow slits coming through now for Marine Lord, and Marine Lord definitely on the defensive at this early stage in the game. But I got to say, this is a beautiful opening from both of these players. I'm incredibly inspired by the way that Marine Lord is playing, and now we begin to see the shift. This is what I was talking about. So where's that double broadaxe? Still no double broadaxe yet at this point, but 5 villagers on gold. I would be very surprised if we don't see it coming through soon. But Knight going to be coming out looking to connect now with the Scout. Scout got 10 health left. It's going to try. Oh, it makes a little bit of a beeline back, and it unfortunately goes down. So big mistake coming out there from Wham. But second archery range is going to be coming down now. This is what we were talking about. It is the switch. And you're just able, all of your food gathering is over here on the Boar. You're not taking any of the food underneath your town center. You're not taking any of the food back at your base, any of your berries, any of that stuff. You are just only taking the Boar. That's all you need. But now we see that Marine Lord going to be heading inside that outpost and firing off of that wooden fortress, firing it off. He manages to actually hand in all of that using the survival techniques as well. Now, keep in mind, in the next patch, survival techniques has actually changed. In fact, the way that hunting works is actually changed in the next patch. So at the moment, you're hunting, you can only carry 10 at a time. Now that goes up to 15 with wheelbarrow, and then it can go up to did I say 15? I think it's 15 with wheelbarrow. How much is wheelbarrow? Drongo, you should know this. Drongo, you should know how much carry capacity. I think it's 15. And then you get an additional carry capacity at the moment from survival techniques. So yeah, it's an additional of 15. So it works out to be 30 meat that you can carry in from the Boar with wheelbarrow and survival techniques. That's going to be changing in the next patch. They're just going to be making it so that it is a stock standard 25 that you're always able to carry in from the Boar and from the deer. But survival techniques, I think they're making it a little bit cheaper, and it's just going to increase the gather rate, but it's a little bit more than what it is now. It also takes a shorter time to research. So basically making hunting a bit better, because at the moment if you drop a mill down here, you're gathering these, and then it's like you've got deer out here that are just so far away, so you're very inefficient on it. But now Wham going to be pushing in. He's got to be careful. There's a lot of knights coming out right now for his opponent, Marine Lord, definitely looking to try and defend in this position. You can see just how many archers are able to come out. He's got triple archery range at this point in time, but now going to be falling back towards that battering ram, and it looks like the hardened spearmen have been upgraded finally, and looks like this battering ram probably going to be going the way of the dodo here. You can see the huge amount of units that are coming out in this position from Marine Lord, so he's definitely done a great job in identifying the potential threat that his enemy was putting out there, getting out a huge amount of units so far, and Wham now starting to bank up enough resources for that second town center. You can see he's got 5 villages on stone, slowly but steadily making his way up. He's at 600 wood at the moment, handing in all of that. Now going to be moving out towards Where's he moving for this second town center? He's going towards this wood line, I guess. I guess that's where he's going to be going. Not too interested in gathering up the lumber over here on the front. He's already worked his way halfway through it. But we'll check in with MarineLord and see how he's doing, because he's going to be focusing on one town center. He may potentially look to punish his enemy. No blacksmith coming up just yet, but now spotting that second town center. We're at the 10-minute mark, so it's a pretty standard timing for that to come in. Blacksmith now going to also be coming out from his enemy, and we can see MarineLord is looking to push in at this point in time. Wham, on the other hand, going to be looking to defend, but MarineLord now managing to fall back from this position. And yeah, I mean, at this point, he's done a pretty decent job of controlling the game. The issue is that for Wham, he's going to be spending food on villagers. His enemy is just going to be spending all of their resources on units. So from this point in time, there is going to be a huge amount of units that are coming out. So you've got the buffed up wooden fortress, or the wooden fortress that's buffing up the wood gathering, and we'll check and see whether he's got that double broadaxe. Hasn't actually gone for the double broadaxe. Interesting. So this is it's a technology that synergizes so well with the way that it's played. But yeah, adding in another archery range as well. So just going for full units here. And I really like the style coming out from him. The only issue is that he could potentially be countered here. And you can see Wham is kind of working towards a castle age. He's on gold relatively heavily. He's got 7 villagers back here. So, you know, the one counter to this would be a mangonel. That would be the big issue, because an archer mass, even if you've got 60, 70 archers, it doesn't matter. A single mangonel is going to be able to take you to school. So you're going to be very, very careful. But now it looks like the second boar going to get taken. You can see he's doing a decent job of microing out the villagers. Got to be careful here not to lose a villager. Manages to take it out. He's on 445 bounty now, so almost hitting that tier 3 bounty. Not too far to go. But majority of the guy has been cleaned up on this map. So if he wants to get up to that 500 bounty, he's going to have to go for the high trade house. But I think it's called the high trade house. The golden trade house. We've got golden gate. Yeah, it's high trade house, Strongo. You're all right. You're doing well, my friend. But now it looks like siege engineering is completed. Double battering ram going to be coming in for MarineLord. He's going to be looking to really punish his enemy here. We'll check in with Wham and see how he's doing. From his perspective, he spots the battering rams coming out. He doesn't actually see them, but he does see a bit of a ram dance coming through. You can actually see the archers, the way that they're moving right there, indicates that a ram is being made. So Wham probably sees that. He knows what is up. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see textiles come in shortly from him. First ram going to be making its way in. Second ram currently being danced in. And indeed it is. The Aztec gods have allowed the ram to be danced in. But now Wham going to be under significant threat. He's got the archery range on the front here. Nice little mass that he's beginning to build up. He's got the +1 ranged attack. No upgrades coming through just yet for MarineLord at this point in time. But I expect that we'd look for a defensive upgrade before we look for an offensive one, just because of the way that he's got those early 9s now. But Wham definitely looking to try and poke and prod. Got to get that last archer out. But still we see that battering ram just being able to take so much damage. You can see the archer's going to be firing off here, and now it looks like Wham going to be really entering a defensive phase. Still able to get that +1 range defense in. We see +1 attack coming through for MarineLord as well. He's going to be looking to hold on. Numbers looking pretty even, and we got ourselves a little bit of a battle beginning to break out. The archers are going to be trying their best to take out each of those spears, bringing them forward, and now the spears going to be trying to break their way through the pack. Not having a lot of luck, but getting just taken out, getting really destroyed here. Needs to be pulling vills on these battering rams. Archers moving forward. A little bit of a misplay right there from Wham. Wham definitely going to be struggling to hold this, because he has got that second town center. Villagers now going to get pulled, but I feel like they're coming in from the wrong direction. They're going to get tanked up. They're going to get taken out. He's going to be so careful with these, and it looks like he's managed to clean up the blacksmith, the archery range, and 1-2 houses, I think that is. So not a bad little effort there from him. He's also walled up over on this right-hand side, so MarineLord's going to have a bit of a tough time finding any raids coming through there, but now going to be able to hold once again from this position, working towards that town center. There's a lot of, well, not a lot of health on this, and Wham definitely in the pocket here. Villager's going to get pulled. Needs to try and repair this town center in this point, or at this point, but Archer's going to be looking to try and trade out on those villagers. Beautiful micro coming in from MarineLord. He's just focusing down each of those spearmen. You can see there's only 2 spearmen that remain, and now just a huge amount of archers here, but now the knight's going to be moving in. You can see he does have that +1 range defense, and now the villagers do move out. They've got their textile upgrade. Battering ram going to be going down to 22 health, 21 health. All the villagers get inside, going to be heading back. A villager count right now indicates that villagers are even. So incredible stuff coming out from MarineLord. Wham trying his best to hold on in this position. If Wham can hold on, he can be okay. And that's really it. But Wham needs to make sure this second town center stays up, and he needs to make sure his villagers don't die. But now the numbers starting to build up for MarineLord. He's also got the second upgrade in here as well. And MarineLord looking incredibly good at this point in time. I don't know how exactly Wham is going to hold this position, because if we think about it from Wham's perspective, he's got the second town center. He's able to get out a lot of villagers here, but what unit does he make in this situation? Because he's making archers, he's making the spears, but realistically, he's going to get outmassed by his enemy, because his enemy has got that wooden fortress. Now, does he have double broadaxe just yet? Still doesn't have the double broadaxe. MarineLord, what are you doing, you crazy cat? He's, yeah, that is a curious decision from MarineLord. I would almost say an oversight. It is something that we've been seeing coming out a lot. The synergy that you get from that is incredible. Villager count beginning to build up now for Wham, but Wham once again going to be under attack. Castle Age coming through. I didn't even spot the Castle Age, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. Mangonel, if a single Mangonel comes down, you can see the villagers moving down in this position. He's going to be able to hold. This is a consequence of me not actually watching the UI, despite it being up here and up over here, but now villagers unfortunately going to be having to run away. You can see MarineLord knows how important it is that he actually commits to a fight right now. If a single Mangonel goes down, that's going to be all she wrote for this push, for this attack. Second town center is going to go down. Villagers getting picked off. You can see the villager count actually not looking out too bad for Wham. And now we enter into that cinematic mode. As I mentioned in the last video, it's a little bit scuffed, so I do apologize, but now Age Up potentially going to be coming through. Indeed it is for MarineLord. Still yet to see a Mangonel coming out at this point in time, and MarineLord going to be looking to push in for a bit of a kill. At the same time, we can see villagers going to be moving out towards those battering rams, unfortunately getting separated from the archers, and now it means that they're probably going to be going down. You can see he's definitely going to commit here. One volley coming off, second volley almost coming off there, down to 300 health. One more volley, and that definitely would have been all she wrote for that battering ram. But now it looks like the Mangonel dance going to be coming in, and we're starting to get scary right now. MarineLord going to be trying his best to hold on in this position. Ram going to be turning around. Villagers need to get called, need to get pulled. It looks like he's going to be able to heal up the Mangonel in time. There's a nice little split coming out, but there's just no units right now for Wham. Wham in such a difficult spot. He's got plenty of villagers. You can see he's actually going to be pulling more villagers from the wood line. The Mangonel just sort of confused at this point, and at the same time, behind the scenes, battering ram continues to just do damage, and now it looks like Age 3 going to be coming through for MarineLord. He is up to the next age, and it is not looking good for him. We enter back into the UI, but you can see the villager count has dropped down significantly for Wham. This might be a good game coming in through here, just simply because he's lost so many villagers. The Mangonel has stayed alive, but at the end of the day, all of the army died with it. So it meant that normally you would, you'd be able to take an army even 50% of yours, or rather 200% of yours, as long as you had that army in the first place. But the problem was, MarineLord knew that his enemy aged up, and now he doesn't have that option. So now, once again, we enter into a cinematic mode. I'm not sure exactly why we've entered into a cinematic mode. I can put it back. You can see there. Okay, we've come back in. Whenever the cinematic mode comes off from Liticor, our observer, I've got to hit the button as well. Otherwise, you guys get a little weird. It just looks very strange. As I'm sure you do see it, it is a bit scuffed. But let's take a look back over at MarineLord, see how he is doing at this point in time. He's sitting at the moment on 59 villagers. Compare that over to Wham, who's, well, actually on that UI, it says 58 villagers. So I think I'm a little bit ahead of that UI. Now Wham only on 41 villagers, so he's down significantly. Did go up with the Abbey of the Trinity, so going to be looking to bring in those relics. You can see the first warrior monk making its way out to the relic, and now he's in such a good position now. Also going to be looking to move into a stable transition, so getting a lot of those knights out. Has got the veteran knights out at this point in time, and I mean, he's just looking absolutely incredible. You can see warrior monk actually going to be going over the top, going for the further away relics first, and then working back towards the base. So that's typically the way that you play it. And look at how safe MarineLord here is. So hunting cabin out in this position. He's right up against the stealth forest. So what does he do? He drops down that wooden fortress. That wooden fortress is going to be able to provide him so much safety, security, so much peace of mind just by having that up. And he gets it up. He's got a great little spot in here and a huge amount of control on the map. So MarineLord's Rus, incredible. I love the way that he's played it. I don't think still hasn't got the double broadaxe, so only going for that new tech upgrade, so going for the wheelbarrow as well as survival techniques. So great to see from him, and now going to be looking to add in more wooden fortresses at this point in time. Let's take a look at his military and at least see if we can try and find it. He's sitting on 7 military units at the moment, which is kind of wild when you think about it, because he hasn't really seen too much from his enemy. It sounds like we've just got a second town center now being added in here for Wham. So Wham trying his best to get back into the game. Yeah, unfortunately, not gonna be an easy thing for him to do. Wham is definitely fighting an uphill battle at this point in time. 11 military population for him. 2 of those mangonels. I'd love to see some spears come out from him, but at the same time, I mean, the villager population is just so low. 45 villagers. He's down 20 villagers compared to his enemy. Sure, he's added in that second town center, but yeah, at this point, I feel like spears is your only play. But even going up against, I think, yeah, spear mangonel is fine. But the problem is you're playing against a Rus. So even if you make it to the late game, you're up against a Rus still. And a Rus is the best late game civ that there is. Now a wooden fortress, a little cheeky wooden fortress getting added in behind the enemy lines here by MarineLord. He is definitely taking this thing to the next level. But MarineLord definitely looking to try and take control of his enemy's army. You can see the remnants of it, or the tiny little bit that exists here, is going to get cleaned up, and MarineLord now looking to actually take out those mangonels. These mangonels probably going to get healed up by these villagers. He's going to try and pull them in. They're getting blocked a little bit. Unfortunately, the first one goes down. He's pulled a whole bunch of villagers, but none of them able to connect with that mangonel, and now both of those mangonels have gone down. Going to be once again chasing back these villagers from the wood line. And Wham going to be hanging his head in shame, because, ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely it. I can't imagine any way that Wham gets back into this. MarineLord is just way too far ahead at this point in time. And now also cleaning up the second town center down to the south as well. Villagers just on that. They're going to be making their way back to the main town center. They're going to get cleaned up in the transition. Wham is absolutely in shambles. He's going to get knocked out. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Game number 2 goes over to MarineLord, and that is it. That is all she wrote. These 2 players have now played a best of 3, and MarineLord has won twice, so he's going to be moving on to the next game. Wham going to be knocked out at least at this stage, but he's done an incredibly good job to get through to where he did. He played up a lot of against a lot of good people, but the future is now MarineLord. He's going to be looking to try and take control, but let's take a look and see what the resources count were. I'm interested in seeing that wood count. MarineLord just miles ahead, even though he didn't have that double broadaxe upgrade. But food count significantly ahead as well. Villager count, let's have a look at that one. Yeah, you can see Wham just struggling. He did get that second town center down, but the consequence of going for that double town center as the Abbasid is it can get punished by the Rus, and that's exactly what he looked to do. So there you guys go. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and most importantly, check out Golden League. It'll be happening next weekend. I want to see you guys there.